masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Hello there and welcome back to another setup video. We are at Mexico, Checo Perez's home Grand Prix. We're driving this Campos Racing, Isaac Hajar, I believe. 3 laps, show you how the setup is behaving and what it's like. And then, yeah, the setup is at the end. Let's go and get into this. So starting P12, kind of is what it is really. See how we get on. 5 red lights. And we're off. Off at the races. A long run down into turn 1. Well, that's okay. Obviously, these F2 cars are extremely fast in a straight line. Go right around the outside. And up to P5. It's not bad from P12. And you'll see it's setup related. It's all setup related, and you'll see why. As always, the setup is at the end. With this setup configuration, you can just really send it. You got so much rear stability, and you'll see why. Unfortunately, though, it is still so very much easy to lock the front brakes. And the AI are still super fast, but we move. Absolutely love these F2 cars, finding out little bits. I'm still very much full up with the man flu. That's why it's taking me so long to get these setups out, because I just feel rough, man. Here comes Bortoletto. Massive lockup, as per usual. And we're away. But yeah, Mexico is a really good circuit. Usually I'd run high downforce around Mexico, but not anymore. And you'll see why when it comes to the setup. Low wings are back, baby. And even with the ride height configured to the way it is, you can still run all these curbs without no problem at all. Wouldn't recommend bouncing on that one though, or this inside one. But yeah, it just feels so smooth. Unfortunately, we were about to get pummeled though, because DRS has been enabled. It's a double dose of DRS detection. I'm not going to be able to fight these off. Although, even with their rear wing open, gotta be extremely careful because they are pushing me really wide, as they was 2 wide, making it 3 wide, and all they've done is just cost us time. But no, this setup feels really good. And as always, the setup is at the end of these 3 laps. I hope you do all that good stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's so much fun making these. On to Brazil next, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, I've had fun. The fireworks are going off. setup is next. I really hope it helps. I'll catch you in the next one. This is what I've done with the Mexico setup then, and as always, I really hope it helps. Do all that good stuff, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So I've gone with 18 on the front wing, and I've gone with 21 on the rear. Why? Why have I done this? Because the game is changing. The game has changed. It is now beneficial to go back to the setups, how we ran them a long time ago. So it is now faster to run a lower front wing and run a higher rear wing. Hence the reason why I've gone this way. So I've gone with 18 on the front and 21 on the rear. If you guys cannot handle this kind of setup, just revert the wings, just change them. So 21 on the front, 18 on the rear. On the transmission, I've gone with 20 on and 75 off. It works really well. You can run 30-75 if you want, and if it's too much, run 30-70. But for the sake of this setup, I'm running 20% on, 75% off. Suspension geometry is left, 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 left. Onto the suspension, and obviously this changes a lot. I've gone with 41 on the front suspension. That's not changed. Obviously I've kept that within 1 and 12, but I've kept it at 4. Front ending roll bar, and this is where it changes. If you were running a lower front wing to a higher rear wing, you then have to make sure that the roll bars match, or the front roll bar is lower than the rear. Basically you need more stiffness or more firmness in the rear now if you were running a lower front wing configuration. Ride height pretty much staple. Low front ride height 18, and then a lower rear ride height of 46. I've kept the brakes pretty much exactly the same. As I've said before, in many setups, I feel that this is the sweet spot. However, the car is still very much prone to locking up. It's just the nature of the F2 cars, I think. Even the F1 cars are extremely easy to lock up, but the F2 cars are worse. So I've gone 99% brake pressure and 56% brake bias. But again, I'm only talking to those who don't use ABS on. ABS on users can use whatever they like. It really doesn't affect them. And then, as always, max pressures. This has been Mexico. I really hope it helps you guys. Let me know what you think. Have a good one. Peace.